my fellow sunbeings, and welcome to the Tapped In podcast. I'm your host, Bailey, and I am outside in my backyard. If you have seen a lot of my videos, you definitely know that I am out here a lot because this is my sanctuary. This is where I tap in, if you may. So today's episode, I don't know how long it's going to be because I don't have many notes today. I really just kind of wanted to talk about a certain quote or a certain way of being, I guess you could say, that has been lingering throughout my subconscious as of recently. And that is the phrase silent love. And I feel I need to dive deeper into what I feel this quote means or what I feel this phrase means. And I could not tell you where I got it. Could not tell you where I heard it, but I went into my notes tab today to see what to talk about, and I saw the words silent love, and I was just flooded with information and downloads that I just kind of felt the need to speak about. And I have been having such transformational meditations as of recently, and they have just been so transformative, so awakening. And I feel that when I'm in such a meditative state, I feel ever so electrified and present, and it's the most beautiful, magnetic feeling I could ever feel. If you saw my last episode, I spoke about nature, and I spoke about how our true nature lies in nature, and how I feel nature has such an innate power that we tend to not look towards or seek guidance from because we're so wrapped up in our minds and we're so wrapped up in our humanness that we forget about the innate connectedness that is so invisible and yet so in front of our face all the time. And to me, I feel that nature holds such a silent love that can bring us so close. That I feel that the earth has such abundance, and God and the universe has such abundance for each and every one of us in our own little ways, that the love is so silent, but it is so rich. It is so abundant. It is so apparent. And if you choose to ignore it, that's your free will. But I feel like choosing to ignore it is choosing to ignore the silent love that lives in each and every little moment. I feel like one day I was at a coffee shop. This was like 2 days ago. And I don't know why I keep thinking about this specific moment, but I was in this coffee shop and I made eye contact with this person. And do you ever make quick eye contact that is just the quickest thing ever, but it just like kind of lingers? It's like, oh, that was kind of awkward. Like we just made like really quick eye contact and then just like looked away. Like it was awkward. It was awkward. Hey, awkward shit happens. But I remember that happening, and for some reason it just felt so like I just saw a glimpse of someone's soul. Like I just saw a glimpse of someone's essence just in that 0.5 second eye contact moment. And I just feel that it was so, like, weirdly loving. Like, it was just such a silent love. Like, it was such a silent connection that no words were exchanged, no eye contact was kept, no energy was exchanged before or after, no conversation, no words, no nothing. It was literally just the quickest piece of eye contact, and then it was just gone, and I will never cross paths with that person ever again. And I think that the amount of times that happens to us is so innately beautiful, sometimes scary depending on who the eye contact is with, but I do feel that silent love lives inherently in every single little moment that we cross paths with. And I feel that there's such a silent love that grows the grass and that grows our bones from being babies to being adults, that connects us with just as simple as eye contact when you're ordering a coffee or when you're checking out a book at a library. I feel like there's just this inherent, silent, loving connection. And even though there are a lot of moments with, there are a lot of moments with other humans that feel the complete opposite of love. They feel intense. They feel dark, painful. They feel a lot of other feelings that don't inherently have a loving connection to them. But I feel that since every person we cross paths with is a reflection of us, and every person that we inherently don't like and don't love have a undertone of reflection within us, I truly do feel like everyone that we cross paths with is a reflection of us. And I feel that everyone that we do become partners with, or that we get angry with at the store or driving or whatever, like I feel like these people that we do end up crossing paths with are all just a reflection of God showing thyself to us through other people. And I was talking to my friend about this the other day, where we were just saying how God speaks to us through other people, and God speaks to us not only through our intuition and through prayer and through journaling and all of the things that we can do within thyself, but God communicates to us through other people. And even in an experience that feels inherently negative and scary, I feel like that there is an essence of God and a silent love through all of it. And even though the words "I love you" aren't said, even though the words "I love this moment" aren't said, there is this silent loving connection that is between you and a stray cat, and between you and petting the dog that's being walked, and between you and passing that old lady at the grocery store and you just do a quick smile. Like, I really do feel like that there is this silent loving connection that happens between each and every connection that we have on this plane. Even if we hug a tree, even if we are admiring a scenery of beautiful mountains and lakes and staring at the ocean, going to the beach, I feel that there are so many silent moments of love in each and every moment. And it takes an active awareness to want to tap in to those moments. And it takes a certain consciousness to tap into the frequency of love. And I feel that once you tap into the frequency of love, you are tapped in to the frequency of God. And I just had the most amazing conversations with my friends these past couple of days. So I'm just feeling so inspired. But I was having another conversation with another friend, and she was speaking about God with me, and we were talking, just having a beautiful conversation about God. And she was saying how she feels, not facts, but I truly feel like certain feelings can be facts. Not all feelings are facts, but I definitely feel that there are certain feelings that can lead to, factual experiences. If your experience inherently feels real to you within the moment, then I definitely feel like there is an essence of realness connected to however you're feeling. So she mentioned that tapping into the God frequency means you have to exactly that. Lock into a frequency of God that is so high frequency, so high potent, and it's just such rich, thick energy that it takes an active choice of free will to tap into this frequency of consciousness with God. And I think that when I say God, I feel like that there is such this bias opinion that floats through people's minds and has floated through my mind for a very, very long time. We see God as this outer source of us, which God also is an outer source as much as it is an inner source. But we see a man, we see this like big white man in the sky, whatever is categorized as God based on the Christian faith. When I hear the word God, I think of this genderless essence of being that is love, that is complex, that is delicate and intricate, and it's this essence that makes me able to be able to speak. It's the essence that is able to help trees grow. It's the essence that connects me to a butterfly. That it's the essence that is just so apparent and abundant within what grows our fruit and what connects us between you and me with the eye contact. I just feel like God is such a deeper being than just seeing it as an outside source of us that we have to classify as what the white man has made. And I don't think that it has to be classified as what the white man made. I feel like we can classify God as whoever and whatever we connect to the most, and whatever outer being truly feels like connects us to our highest self and connects us to our deepest soul. And my friend was speaking about how God, tapping into the God frequency, takes conscious free will and takes effort. And if you truly do want to tap into the frequency of God, then everything around you becomes more godly. Everything around you becomes more connected, and everything around you just becomes more meaningful and more loving. And I really do feel like whenever I'm put in a situation where there's conflict, where there's confusion, where there's, lust, even shame, doubt, whatever, I truly feel like that in that moment, that is a reflection of what I am dismissing within myself. And I feel like I was just thinking about a past partner that I've had, and I feel that that partner made me see so much within myself that I was neglecting. I think that I was neglecting how much love that I need to care for within myself. I was neglecting how my passion is one of my purposes in this life, and how I can't ignore the passion, and I need to thoroughly investigate why I'm so passionate about my passions. And I feel that this partner, granted, put me through a lot of pain within the moment. I feel as I reflect that this person was such a reflection of what I need to work with on the inside. And I think that all of our partners can be such mere reflections of what we're not loving within ourselves. And inherently, I do feel like that is God at work. Do I think that God wants to see us in pain? Do I think that this overall essence of love can bring pain? No, but I do feel like that there is this overall essence of love. And sometimes when you make the right decision and you listen to your intuition, it doesn't always feel good when you know it's the right decision. So I truly think that God does things that inherently don't feel good in the moment, but they have a long-term effect of having an impact on your life. And I really do think that there is this silent love that swindles and swerves through all of the little intricacies that lie between me and you, and me and this plant in front of me, and me and the stranger that made eye contact the other day. Like, I really do feel like that there is just like this invisible loving essence that lies within everything that helps us be able to evolve as souls, and evolve our bodies, and evolve our families, and evolve friendships and relationships, and most importantly, the relationship with God. I feel like there's just always this silent love that is just, it whispers, but you can really hear it if you attune to the frequency of it. And I think the more that I attune to the frequency of love and abundance, and the love that is inherently hidden within every single little being that's on this planet, I think that I can truly connect more to thyself and more to God at the end of the day. And I think that the more that I connect to myself and my highest self, the more I can connect to other people that I really didn't even feel like I could connect to in the first place, Like, I think there is so much that I could inherently say that I don't like about someone. I don't like how they are so arrogant, or this, that, and the third. But I really do feel like instead of me looking at it as, oh, I don't like them because they're this and they're that, I think that I could look at it as, what could I feel like I could learn from this person? What do I feel like they are showing within me? What do I feel like how they act is reflecting how I feel about myself. And I think that's such a healthier mind shift for me, because I really do feel like I get caught in moments where I'm really confused why people treat me a certain way, or why I have felt a certain way around a certain group of people or a certain person. And I really do feel like that is God at work showing me what needs to be worked through internally, and how this person is showing me what needs to be worked through. And sometimes it's as simple as someone just showing you a new book, showing you a new movie, showing you something really simple and surface level. And even though there were feelings that were felt, and there were things that have happened in the midst, but I really do think that there are certain people out there to show you just the simple things in life. And then I think there are people out there to show you the deeper inner meanings of what you need to work through. And I think that you know what each person is trying to show you, but you actually need to do the inner work, and you need to tap into the frequency of, okay, this person really hurt me and they did a lot of shitty things to me, but what can I learn from them that I was dismissing within myself? And I think that, like I said, this whole episode, I think that there is such a silent love that is burrowed deep in that pain. I don't think that pain is there to hurt you and for you to wear as a badge, and for you to wear as a badge of honor and be like, I'm sad all the time because this person hurt me. Like, I think that we can look at the situation and rip off the badge of honor that is the pain, and bury it and say thank you, but I'm letting go of this pain and I'm moving on and evolving, because we can't evolve as a soul if we don't learn lesson from lesson from lesson. And us doing so in the practice of inherently trying to learn lesson from lesson and learn person from person how to love ourselves more and how to listen to our body and trust our gut, I think and I feel that is a silent love. Even if you're not saying, I love myself, this is why I'm doing this. Even if you don't hear God saying, I love you. I think that it is a constant recycling of love, just over and over and over and over and over again. And you can find it in the little moments, in your favorite meal, moment with your cat, moment laying in the grass, moment laying in the beach. Or it can be in really deep, heavy moments that might not feel like love in the moment, but at the end of the day, it is. Because love isn't just feeling good all the time. Love is feeling the pain. Love is feeling every present moment. Love is working through the kinks and the wrinkles and the cracks that are not always beautiful. Love does not always look how you think it should look, and love doesn't always feel what you think love feels like. Love is work. Love is pain. Love is digging out of the trenches. Like, love is like walking through a forest, you know? Like, you'll experience such beautiful moments in the forest. You're like, wow, like, I love this view. This is such a nice hike. Like, this feels beautiful. And then sometimes when you're walking through a forest, you're experiencing poison ivy. You're itchy. There's bugs all over you. You walk through a spider web, especially when it gets dark outside. You get scared. Like, I think that there are moments that correlate with love in that same aspect. Like, there are moments that get scary. There are moments that get sticky. There are moments that get uncomfortable. But that doesn't make it not love. It just makes it another form. And it's that silence within those moments where you can actually tap into the frequency of love, and therefore tap into the frequency of God. So yeah, I feel very connected to this topic, and I think the conversations I've had with my friends these past couple days have been so eye-opening and so spiritually connecting and so benevolent. I hope I'm using that word right. The conversations I've had with my friends recently have just really shifted a lot within me, and I feel so grateful to be I feel so grateful to be alive. And I know there are going to be moments in this life where I'm not going to feel so grateful to be alive. But even in those moments of not really being able to embrace the gratitude, I'm going to reflect what is inherently deeper about this moment. And of course, a lot of times in the moment, I probably won't even be able to know. I probably will not even be able to know what is the beautiful underlying feeling under this moment. Sometimes you just need to feel your feelings and yell and cry and react. Like sometimes you can't help it. We're human beings. We feel our feelings and we react. But I think that true evolution and true growth within the soul and within the body really takes an avid determination. And I think once you're able to be determined to tap into that frequency, and you're determined to find the silent love that is within each and every moment, then I think it just gets easier and easier. So thank you guys so much for tapping in to today's episode. If you resonated with today's topic and if you feel connected to the silent love that lies within each and every moment, comment down below. Leave a rating on this show on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Rate me 5 stars and like this video and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and remember to stay tapped in. Bye guys.